Hi everyone, welcome to Tech Cloud Solution, your guide to mastering Azure Fundamentals. Whether you are new to cloud computing or just looking to strengthen your skills, this channel is your ultimate resource for easy 900 exam preparation. In this series, we will cover everything from Azure concepts, mock test, and expert tips. Plus, you will gain access to exclusive resources like PDFs, practice dumps, and detailed explanation, all designed to help you succeed. We will simplify complex topics, break down tricky concepts, and ensure you are 100% ready for exam day. Question number 1. Connecting to a secure resource requires both authentication and authorization. What is the purpose of authentication? Select the correct option. The options are A. To validate that the users logging into the resource is who they say they are with a password, fingerprint, or other mechanism. B. To allow the administrator to assign access to a secure resource to limit the number of users who has access. And C. To validate the specific resources the user has access to, then grant them a token to allow access to use the resource requested. So the correct answer is A. So basically, authentication uses things like something you know, something you are, and some things you have to verify identity. This question requires you to select the correct options from the drop down. You are not required to submit an Azure support request for A. Subscription quota increase, B. Technical assistance, C. Creating a new resource group, and D. Billing. So the correct answer is C. Creating a new resource group. So you can create resource group using Azure Portal or CLI or Power Bash. Azure support ticket can be raised for below help like technical assistance, billing, subscription quota increase. Question number 3. What Azure product allows you to auto scale virtual machines from 1 to 1000 instances and also provides load balancing services built in? Select the correct option. And the options are A. Virtual machine scale sets, B. Application gateway, C. Azure app services, and D. Azure virtual machines. So the correct answer is A. Virtual machine scale sets. So Azure virtual machine scale sets let you create and manage group of load balanced VMs. The number of VM instances can automatically increase or decrease in response to demand or a defined schedule. Scale sets provide high availability to your application and allow you to centrally manage, configure, and update a large number of VMs. Now let's check why other options are not correct. That is Azure Virtual Machines. So it gives you the flexibility of virtualization for a wide range of computing solutions with a support for Linux, Windows Server, SQL Server, Oracle, IBM, SAP, and more. Auto scaling of virtual machines is achieved by using scale sets. Next option, Azure App Service. It enables you to quickly and easily build web and mobile apps for any platform or device. It offers auto scaling and high availability, supports both Windows and Linux, and enables automated deployments from GitHub, Azure DevOps, or any Git repo. The last option, that is Application Gateway. So, Application Gateway is a web traffic load balancer that enables you to manage traffic to your web application and also perform URL based routing. It is the connection through which users connect to your application. So, now next move to the next question. Question number 4. Which of the following Azure features is most likely to deliver the most immediate savings when it comes to reducing Azure cost? You have to select the correct option, and the options are: A. Using Azure policy to restrict the user of expensive VM SKUs. B. Using Azure reserved instances for most of your virtual machines. C. Changing your storage accounts from globally redundant to locally redundant. And D. Auto shutdown of development and QA servers overnight and on weekends. So the correct answer is B. So Azure reservation helps you save money by committing to 1 year or 3 year plans for multiple products. Reservation can significantly reduce your cost up to 72%. Now, other options are incorrect, as auto shutdown of development and QA servers overnight and on weekends is incorrect, as it will help to save you compute cost when resources are not in use, but you will still pay for the storage and other cost. Reservation helps to save cost upfront. Now the next option, that is changing your storage account from globally redundant to locally redundant. So this will help in some saving but increase risk, as your storage won't be high available. Now the last option, using Azure policy to restrict the user of expensive VM SKUs. So you should decide SKUs based on your workload and use reservation to save cost. Question number 5. Which of the following is not an example of infrastructure as a service? And the options are: A. Azure SQL database. B. SQL server in a VM. C. Virtual machine. And D. Virtual machine scale sets. So the correct answer is A. Azure SQL database. Azure SQL Server Database is a relational database as a service based on the latest stable version of the Microsoft SQL Server Database engine. SQL Database is a high performance, reliable, fully managed secure database that you can use to build data driven applications and websites in the programming language of your choice without needing to manage infrastructure. Now the other options are not correct, as virtual machine, scale sets, and SQL Server on VM are examples of infrastructure as a service. Next question. For all your Azure resources, visit our official website Tech Cloud Solution. Here you will find PDF dumps and practice tests designed to help you excel in your Azure certification journey. We are currently running a special quiz for the AZ900 exam. By participating and following the simple rules, you can qualify to receive 250 question PDF and invaluable resources for mastering the AZ900. To participate, simply click Start Quiz to begin. So here you will have to fill your name and the email address. After that, the quiz will get started. If any questions includes images, you can easily click or tap the image to zoom in for a closer look. Stay tuned for the link in the comments, and best of luck on your path to Azure certification success. Question number 6. How can an architect easily implement a deny by default policy so that VM can't connect to each other? Select the correct option, and the options are: A. Allocate each VM on its own virtual network. B. Create a network security group rule that prevents access from another VM on the same network. C. Azure Firewall. And D. Configure Azure DDoS protection to limit network access within the virtual network. So the correct answer is B, that is create a network security group rule that prevents access from another VM on the same network. So a network security group rule enables you to filter traffic to and from Azure resources in an Azure virtual network. An NSG can contain multiple inbound and outbound security rules that enable you to filter traffic to and from resources by source and destination IP address, port and protocol. Now let's check why other options are not correct. That is, allocate each VM on its own virtual network. So although you can isolate each VM by placing it on a separate virtual network, is there an easier way that allows all VMs to safely exist on the same virtual network? So NSG is a simple way without changing physical architecture. Next option, that is configure Azure DDoS protection to limit network access within the virtual network. So it helps protect your Azure resources from DDoS attack, but it does not specify connection rules within a virtual network. And the last option, that is Azure Firewall. So Azure Firewall applies IP based restriction to access Azure resources from the internet, but it doesn't specify connection rules within a virtual network. Question number 7, select two correct statements for Azure subscription. And the options are A. Billing is applied to each subscription separately. B. An Azure resource group contains multiple Azure subscription. C. Multiple subscription cannot be created within an Azure account. D. Subscription is dependent on a region. And E. Single Microsoft account can be used to manage multiple Azure subscription. So for this, the correct statements are A and E. So if you want to practice this type of quiz questions, you can refer our official website, that is Tech Cloud Solution. Here you will get the exam questions PDF as well as the mock test. Question number 8. This question requires you to evaluate the text inside to determine if it is correct. You can create an Azure support request from Microsoft Support Center. Select no change needed if the above statement is correct. Otherwise, select the correct answer. And the options are A. Microsoft Knowledge Center. B. No change needed. C. Security and Compliance Admin Center. And D. Azure Portal. So the correct answer is D. Azure Portal. So Azure Portal enables you to create and manage support requests, also known as support tickets. You can create and manage requests in the Azure Portal. You can also create and manage requests programmatically using the Azure Support Ticket REST API. Question number 9. A company is planning to use Azure services and they wanted to understand the complete SLA offering provided by Microsoft for these services. Which of the following statement regarding Azure SLA is correct? Select the correct option, and the options are A. Each Azure service offering has a unique SLA. B. SLAs are not contractual documents. C. The Azure subscription has a single all encompassing SLA. And D. Azure preview features are covered by an SLA. So the correct answer is A. So Microsoft maintain its commitment to provide customers with high quality products and services by adhering to comprehensive operational policies, standards and practices. Formal documents are known as service level agreement, captures the specific terms that define the performance standard that apply to Azure. So SLA describes Microsoft's commitment to providing Azure customers with certain performance standard. There are unique SLAs for individual Azure products and services. SLAs also specify what happens if a service or product fails to perform to a governing SLA's specification. Question number 10. A company is planning to use Azure solution and want to understand the Azure global infrastructure. Which statement regarding Azure regions is correct? And the options are A. They are contained within availability zone. B. They are contained within data centers. C. Regions contain a maximum of two availability zone. Azure service availability can vary by region. So the correct answer is D. So all Azure services are not available in all the Azure regions. Service availability varies from region to region. Region is a geographical area on the planet containing at least one but potentially multiple data centers that are in close proximity and networked together with a low latency network. So here we comes at the end of the first part of the video, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you and happy learning.